I am not against the NAR settlement because so many people who believe that all real estate agents do is open doors and write a contract. And by write a contract, it's filling in the blanks in a pre-filled form and submit it. There's so many other things that we do that we don't say, hey, look at me, look at all this stuff I'm doing. We're just going through it and we're doing it for all of our clients and to make sure that we're protecting them. One of those things is knowing that you can't bind homeowners insurance when there's a storm in the box. And in the box means it's within a certain number of miles of making landfall. So let's say that you are scheduled to close on a house and you got your move all scheduled and everything's ready to go and you're self-managing it and you don't think about this. You might not be able to close on that house for a couple weeks because you can't bind the insurance policy.
Yeah, I just brought that up because the other day we were at the inspection and they're like, okay, we're closing on the 29th or whatever I think it was of this month. The plan is to close then. And I said, well, as long as we don't have a force majeure. And they're like, oh, yeah. As long as we don't have something like that, then everything should go as scheduled.
Right, you gotta have your insurance bound.
And getting insurance quoted and everything early because I do kind of feel like they've been taking longer to get back.
Here's one other thing that your real estate agent might do for you if you have a great one like Top Agent Team Florida. Let's say you buy a house like this that is completely beautifully furnished and decorated, but you're selling your primary residence and you have your own stuff, and as nice as this stuff is your stuff and it's nicer. What are you gonna do when your moving truck shows up on your day of closing and you fly down, or you're driving your moving truck down and you have to not only unpack everything and get moved in, but you've got to get everything out of here too at the same time? Well, your real estate agent might say, well, let's close 3 days earlier, and while you drive down, I'll coordinate having everything that you love in the house still here, having your family members pick up items they want to keep, and then we can sell or donate the rest of the items and get you a nice tax deduction for your donation.
Always thinking ahead.
And has a team that's capable of doing that, you know? There's a lot of benefits to working with an agent, and I think that I am not against the NAR settlement because it is requiring agents to think about and explain their value to people.
Instead of kind of just going on and letting people assume everything is what it is and then say, I didn't know that, or after the fact. I think the big thing with the NAR settlement that really changed is the two things is that the buyers have to have a buyer brokerage agreement, so that means you're not just opening doors for somebody, but also the fact that we cannot see the compensation in the MLS.
It increases the standard of professionalism that you're going to receive as a consumer, and that's what's important. I think you should go to facts.realtor. facts.realtor, and it is a website by the National Association of Realtors that has some really good, clear information on what does the NAR settlement mean for home buyers and home sellers. Yeah, read the facts, be informed, ask your agent, what does it mean for me, and go from there, because it's going to mean something different to everyone, depending on who's watching this video right now.
And where you are in the country.
Right, and how experienced you are in the process, whether you're cash or financing, all that good stuff, and then who you come across in terms of the house that you want to buy. And which agent you work with, because now it's not that the agent gets compensated the same amount, it's what they agree with you is their compensation based on the value that they plan to provide to you and can articulate. It's really easy to go down a rabbit hole when you talk about the NAR settlement because it becomes about something different than what it's actually about. It's such a simple thing, it really is, but all of this pent up sentiment from all of these people, this anger, all these feelings and emotions start spewing out as soon as you start talking about it, and then it becomes about the issue is not the issue. So I think having a really clean, clear conversation about what it means to you is critical.